All right, man. I wasn't even gonna do this video until the morning, but hey, we here. I did the short, so hopefully y'all enjoyed the short of this. But I wasn't even gonna do this video, but I seen the Pistons hire Monty Williams, so I had to hurry up and get up and make another video. I was done, but yeah, check out my Detroit channel. I want to hear more about Detroit sports. I cover Michigan football as well too, Michigan State football and basketball. Michigan the same, so cover a lot of things around the city of Detroit. If you just want to donate and support, that's a good way to support me. Just check out my other channel, Motor City Sports Talk, right here on YouTube. Now, apparently Shannon Sharpe has left FS1 Undisputed. Okay. So and also he obtains the rights to Club Shay Shay. So apparently Fox had that Fox had, equity, or they had some type of ownership of Club Shay Shay as well too, and they relinquished that to him. So now that's his own brand. And some people say, well, Shannon need to go work for himself and all that, and that's cool. Everybody not built to work for themselves and they ground up. I was speaking to somebody yesterday. We was at the gym and he was saying, well, he used to produce for the NFL, NFL matchups and stuff. And he said that, he did some things with Detroit Lions, editing, and also he did some on camera things or whatever. And I was trying to explain to him, well, the best thing if you can't get another job or get in the door with some of the Detroit teams or whatever, the best thing you do is kind of build your platform. Build your platform on YouTube. And he kept telling me like, oh, I want a salary. I want a salary. But my thing is this, bro. And I understand that's what you want, but if you going and you doing these interviews, you're not getting the opportunity. You got to build a foundation in which they can give you that opportunity. You know, you see what I'm saying? So you got to get that. You got to go out there and you got to create a following. It's no different. Um, but everybody not built for that. Everybody just figure out. Some people just built to be employees and not entrepreneurs, and they can't understand where you coming from. And I told him he need to build his own shit from the ground up, and that's gonna give him leverage when he walk in there. That's what they're looking for. But like I said before, I'm not gonna I told you, I'll help you, dude. You know how to edit. That's more than half the game right there. But like I said before, to each his own. That's why I really don't really speak much, try to help people much either, because um, you know, because really it just go out one ear and go out the other. But yeah, Shannon Sharpe, he dipping. I don't under the articles that I read, and I post one up here, didn't give a specific reason why, but most people are gonna insinuate is because the back and forth he had with Skip Bayless, they argued on there, and then the DeMar Hamlin thing, he failed to show up. But one thing that he did bring up is that the NFL obviously don't offer lifetime benefits even to their Hall of Famers and guys who played as long as he did, and that he was paying over 30-some thousand dollars a year for medical benefits out of his own pocket, and working for Fox, he didn't have to do that no more. But then again, like he squandered his money or whatever. I thought maybe he'd get his own show or something like that, and maybe he will get picked up, and maybe he just will continue to do the entrepreneur thing. But I mean, obviously, he probably looking at the amount of money that's getting brought in. He probably like, I'm good. This enough money to cover my medical expenses and some. So I respect it, bro. I respect it. And he, got the ownerships. He got the ownership to Club Shay Shay. So I love it, bro. I love it. 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 So I mean, hey, at some point, that's the benefit. Like I was telling old boy, having your own, it's having your own platform. That's the benefit. I always can fall back on my own property that I built, so I could take the fans I got off Fox that syndicated around the nation and somewhat around the world. And guess what? Now I can take all that and I can transfer over to my platform. If something happened, guess what? I got the intellectual property back from Fox. I reached a buyout. I leave with some money, and then they had to understand because Skip hard to work with. Like I said in my YouTube short, him and Troy Aikman, who was on Fox a long time, bro. He basically said that he didn't want Skip Bayless on there because he wrote a book and questioning Troy Aikman's sexuality. And Troy Aikman, I ain't heard nobody say nothing ever bad really about Troy Aikman. And he ain't have to, if it's true or if it's not true, you don't put shit like that in the you don't put shit like that, in a book or whatever just to sell you know, books and make money. You gotta have some integrity. So um, you know, but that's probably one of the reasons that Troy Aikman chose to move on to ESPN himself. Don't forget it. That's probably one of the reasons he chose to move on ESPN himself. But it says Shannon Sharpe reported leaving Fox Undisputed after 7 years with Skip Bayless. It says Skip Bayless is reportedly going to need a new partner. NFL Hall of Fame return talking head Shannon Sharpe has reached a contract buyout agreement with Fox Sports to end his 7 year run alongside Skip Bayless on Fox Sports One. Skip and Shannon Undisputed, according to the New York Post. Ryan Glasapiego. He said Shannon's final short is reportedly expected to be after the NBA Finals and in June. He will reportedly be taking Club Shay Shay podcast with him from Fox Sports. The development ends would have been a successful partnership for Fox Sports after it post Bayless from ESPN's first take in 2016 appeared him with Sharpe, previously an NFL commentator for CBS. After years of Bayless verbally sparring with Stephen A. on the highly successful ESPN2 show, Sharpe provided a different voice to counter Skip's Bayless's and Fox own morning debate show. The partnership saw its highs and lows, as the Post noted that there was some very public friction between Sharpe and Bayless and the fallout of the Damar Hamlin incident. Um, on the field, like many others, Sharpe clearly disturbed by the sight of young men nearly dying on the field. He also apparently incensed by the widely criticized tweet from Bayless asking if the NBA could really postpone the rest of the Monday Night Football. Sharpe missed the following day. That did happen less than half a year ago. Sharpe is on his way out of Fox while Bayless remains 4 years, $32 million. He signed on March 2021. It's unclear where Sharpe goes from here, though he probably won't like options. Sharp's time Fox has been seen him make headlines beyond the Harmon incident, an ugly run-in with his father's John Moran, the Memphis Grizzlies, defamation lawsuit against Brett Favre, overreaction, his welfare. So, and then they had another falling out where basically Shannon Sharpe just kind of emasculated. I mean, Skip Bayless kind of emasculated him in his football career publicly and stuff of that nature. So, um, and basically, like I said before, he heard the brothers saying what they, you know, you know, but I mean, when you start hearing social media and people start questioning your manhood, and then they make you apologize for what happened in Memphis, but then make Shannon Skip Bayless apologize, you start really seeing the inconsistency, especially even though Skip got more years in it than he do. But then again, you know, you know, he got more years in it than he do. So, at the end of the day, but when you start seeing those inconsistencies, and then you got people, what black people gonna do, they always gonna step and they always gonna talk their shit about when something like this happened. But a lot of these brothers and sisters that was criticizing him for letting Skip Bayless go up there and say how he felt and kind of disrespect him, they're the same ones that like mayonnaise nation call say the n-word to their face or around them, and they think it's cool and they let it slide. So like I said before, I don't never measure up to what public pressure is. And I know it's easy. I'm not nowhere near as accomplished as Shannon Sharpe, and either on the field or on the TV. But I know how people be living, and social media is to mess me up when dudes look like they living rich, but then you roll over their crib and they ain't even got gas money for you to shoot them around the corner. So, I learned early on, through the highs and lows of social media, I ain't paying attention to what they saying, bro. Because at the end of the day, when Shannon Sharpe need benefits or Shannon Sharpe need cash, Undisputed was paying it. But then again, you can't put money on respect and integrity. And then he probably knew what he physically wanted to do with Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless didn't even want to apologize publicly or probably behind the scenes. So I understand that. But, you know, sometimes you got to keep your mind on your money. And obviously, he did it long enough. Even though Skip helped give him an opportunity, he did it long enough for for him to build his own brand and go do what he want to do. So if that's called NFL Games, let's do an NFL debate show. Let's start his own podcast. He's starting to blow up, but he had to apologize for controversy where Skip Bayless didn't have to apologize for controversies. I think ultimately that was more important than the public backlash that he got from the black community. You know, so you know, like I said before, he don't lack opportunity. And it is what it is. So I mean, like I said before, you can't put a price on respect, bro. You can't put a price on respect. You can't put a price on respect. But then again, hopefully he ain't let go of that job. Thinking that the brothers, because of the brothers and the sisters on the internet, you know, excuse me, told him to. I wouldn't do that. Because you got bills to pay, you need your benefits and all that, man. Them people ain't gonna pay your benefits or your bills. And like I said, them the same people who let the others get away with calling them the N-word. So I wouldn't read too much into it, um, but hey, it is what it is. I respect his move. Shout out to Unc for doing what he got to do and paving the way so he can segue into something else. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, check out the music entertainment playlist. Hit the link tree. You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and a lot more. Appreciate y'all for supporting me on the platforms. Do me a favor and rate the podcast platforms. It's a great way to help me out. Thumbs up the video, share the video. Peace. And subscribe.